in a few seconds. Or should an attack be launched further out on the Montée de Saint-Nizier de Moucherotte, setting off a reaction in which everything could be lost?
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. I'll relay!
We're on to the first ascent that counts towards the best climber classification. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be had at the top.
He's not going to let you go. You've already got a teammate in front. I'll relay!
The intermediate sprint will soon be fought out. The sprinters will no doubt have problems after that. That's because a few kilometers later, the Col de Pot lies in their path. The Col de Pot climb can be split into 3 sections. The start is fairly steep, and then there's a long ledge of about 4 kilometers. The final stretch is quite hard, with the percentage rising as the climb progresses. It's classified as a first category pass. There will be 10 extra points to be picked up towards the polka dot jersey for the first one over the top. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The Côte de Revel isn't particularly long, but it's steep, an average slope of 8%. That earns its second category label for the mountains classification.
front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way to the finish.
Here we go! Here we go!
Tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap. There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty.
Here we are at the foot of the Montée de Saint-Nizier du Moucherotte. 16.5 kilometers at an average of 5.5%. The most daring will no doubt try to attack on this climb. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
I'll go full out on the relay. We'll take it easy, whatever happens. Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point to be gained.
Understood. I'll take it easy, whatever happens.
Being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
okay. I'll consume a feed.
Go, guys. You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey.
Watch out, there's an attack. The first riders have finished the climb. They've got less than 20 kilometers to go before the finish, and one last obstacle to be cleared. The short climb to Villard de Lans. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. There are only 10 kilometers left to go, and no one has managed to get away for the stage win. The advantage to the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
Last kilometre. One rider is alone in front, but his chasers are still in the hunt. He will have to be strong to hang on for a win.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line. Being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing.
His career. Come on, let's applaud him once more. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here is the green jersey of this Tour de France. Let's hope for his sake that things go as well in the future. But for now, he can relish the moment. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here is the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France.
Litmus test for claimants for the general classification. A test that could nourish ambitions, or, on the contrary, that could see a relinquishment of all hope for final victory.
Guys, today you've got 2 all-category climbs that reach 2,000 meters. It's not going to be your easiest day in the saddle. Good luck. You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
The front-runners will soon be on to the first ascension of the day, a third category climb offering 2 points and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. You're coming up to the intermediate sprint. Keep your eyes open. There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty.
A choice morsel now lies ahead for the riders. The Col de la Madeleine. Climbed by its southern flank, the slope may be steep, but it's constant, thus differing from the northern flank that is far more irregular.
1 minute ahead of the yellow jersey.
"10 kilometers from the finish. The breakaway continues onwards with a very small lead over the peloton.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
Lâchez rien! Allez! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars! Allez les gars, courage! Lâchez rien! Allez, courage!
Although his list of achievements is short, at the side of his various leaders, Mikel Landa has proved that he's one of the best climbers in the peloton.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The Col de la Madeleine obviously carries a all category label. It earns 20 points for the first rider over the top.
Tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings. Seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
The lead rider has 1 minute 30 on the favourites.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. Another few kilometres and the riders will begin to climb towards Meribel and the Col de la Loze, an untried route for the Tour de France.
Okay, I'll protect him.
It's a grueling climb to the top of the Col de la Loze. Its 20-kilometre length already makes it demanding, but the slope adds to the difficulty because it averages out at almost 8%. However, it's the last 4 kilometres that really stand out, an average gradient of almost 10%. A real ordeal to bring the curtain down on this stage.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
On the approaches to Meribel, the slopes ease off for a few kilometres. But once past the ski resort, the gradient rises once again.
He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The front of the race is now going for Meribel. On the other side of the ski resort, the slopes will once again become more exacting.
teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standing. Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
At 3 kilometers from the finish, it seems that the man at the front is heading for a solo victory. If he doesn't let up, he'll get to raise his arms. From the front of the race, it will be possible to pick out the summit and the finishing post. Another 2 kilometers left to go. Final kilometer for the man at the front.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
Marks his career. Come on, let's applaud him once more. He is in sparkling form, and you can clap him loudly. Here is the green jersey of his Tour de France. It is a moment that he should not forget and which marks his career. Come on. He is in sparkling form, and you can clap him loudly. Here is the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France. It is a moment that he should not forget and which marks his career.